Today we are going to learn more about in our previous lectures we learnt about structure of ovum, gametogenesis, oogenesis. In this lecture we will discuss about structure of ovary and histology of ovary. Whatever you're watching now, that is a book of old syllabus, and this concept is really very well explained in this textbook. That is why I'm going to take this concept from this book. Now today, here if you see, one by one, line to line we will go. So we will read first. Each ovary, it is a compact structure consisting of an inner medulla and outer cortex. I'm going to explain you each and every terminology. So like kidney, we learnt about kidney. So kidney is having cortex and medulla. Like that only, ovary is also having outer cortex and inner region is a medulla region. See, now the medulla, it is consisting of a connective tissue and that is called as stroma. So what I'm marking over here, this region, it is a medulla region, and this medulla region, it is consist of a connective tissue, and this outer covering, I'm marking over here, this outer covering, it is called as cortex. Now see, it is the cortex, it is lined by the germinal epithelium. So if whatever I am focusing now, here you can see the outer cortex region. I'm marking over here this cortex region, right? So this cortex region, the outer layer of this cortex layer, it is lined with a germinal epithelium, name itself and indicating germinal epithelium. So here the cortex, it is lined with germinal epithelium, and oogonia arises from endoderm of the yolk sac and migrate to the ovaries during the embryonic development. Very important, underline this sentence, oogonia arises from endoderm. So in NEET examination, very important question, this is a very important question. The question will be there in your examination, NEET examination, that oogonia arises from. So endoderm of the yolk sac and they migrate to the ovaries during the embryonic development. So whatever oogonias are there, they are going to develop at the time of or at the embryonic time only, or at the time of embryonic development only. Now the next is the process of oogenesis begins even before birth of a female baby. Very important, underline this sentence. I have already underlined, but once again I am underlining this sentence. The process of oogenesis. Oogenesis, regarding oogenesis we already learnt in our lecture. So what is oogenesis? Formation of oocyte, right? That is nothing but oogenesis, formation. Genesis means formation. Now when female baby is there, right? So before birth of female baby, the oogenesis begins in her ovaries. Now the ovaries contains about 2 millions to more oogonia, which becomes primary oocytes about 6 months before a female baby is born. Underline this sentence also, the ovaries contains 2 millions or more oogonia, which becomes primary oocytes. But when they are going to become primary oocyte, a structure of a secondary oocyte, I think we learnt in our lecture, right? So before that, the structure, it is called as primary oocyte. So that primary oocyte, when it is going to form, that primary oocyte, so it is going to form before 6 months before a female baby is born. So at the time of birth, about 1 million primordial follicles are present in each ovary. Underline this sentence also, very important, 1 million primordial follicles are present at the time of birth in a ovary of a female baby, and at the maturity, see, very important, at the maturity, but only 40,000 remain by the time of puberty, or you can say at the time of maturity only 40,000 are going to remain. So what happens with other what you can say primary oocytes? These other primary oocytes, they are going to degenerate. Now The next will be, see, out of this, during every menstrual cycle, underline the sentence, during every menstrual cycle only one Graafian follicle reaches to the maturity. So regarding Graafian follicle, we will learn more about it. So means you can say that at the time of maturity, means only 40,000 oocytes, like primary oocytes, are going to remain in the ovary, and after that, every month or during every menstruation, or what you can say, during the every menstrual cycle, only one Graafian follicle, it reaches to the maturity, and then the ovulation takes place. Very important, underline this sentence, then the ovulation takes place. That is why only one egg is produced every month or during the every menstruation. Now the next will be, see, the remaining follicles, they are going to degenerate, and next will be the menarche condition. It is nothing but a onset of menstrual cycle. I think we discussed about it, menarche condition, and regarding it also. Now here, see, the menarche is nothing but a onset of menstrual cycle is at the age of about 13 years, and menopause is the end of menstrual cycle. Menarche means what? The beginning of menstruation, beginning of menstrual cycle. It is there at the age of 13, and from the age of 13 menstruation starts, and the next is menopause. Menopause is nothing but it is the end of menstruation, it is the end of menstrual cycle. Means after that particular age, menstrual cycle will stop, and that is called as a menopause. And it is about, you can say, see, is about at the age of 45 years. Sometimes it comes early also, that is dependent on your habits and depending on your lifestyle. Now the next will be, so the reproductive span is approximately of 30 years or 32 years, and there are about 13 menstrual cycles per year. एक जो मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल होती है, इसके बारे में, एक मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल के बारे में हम डिस्कस करेंगे, बट दैट इज़ अ बेसिक रिगार्डिंग मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल. इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर आई एम डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू कवर दिस मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल इन डिटेल. नाउ सी, सो हर एक ईयर में कितने होते हैं? 13 मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल्स होते हैं. पर ईयर देर आर 13 मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल्स. सो इफ़ यू कैलकुलेट इट, सो 32 ईयर्स तक आपकी जो सेक्सुअल क्या बोलेंगे हम कि रिप्रोडक्टिव स्पैन है, या मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल 32 ईयर्स तक होती है. 32 ईयर्स का स्पैन होता है, 13 टू 45. तो अगर आप कैलकुलेट करते हो तो अप्रॉक्सीमेट 32 ईयर्स तक आपकी रिप्रोडक्टिव स्पैन रहता है, रिप्रोडक्शन का स्पैन रहता है इन फीमेल्स. एंड इफ़ पर ईयर 13 मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल्स है, तो आप अगर कैलकुलेट करते हो तो 32 इंटू 13, that is nothing but a 416 eggs are released throughout the life of a female. Means that is a rough calculation actually, but if you see here, तो यहाँ पर आपको माइंड में रखने वाली जो चीज़ें हैं इसमें, दैट इज़ नथिंग बट ए oogenesis कब स्टार्ट होता है? इट बिगिंस इवन बिफोर ऑफ द बर्थ ऑफ अ फीमेल बेबी. दैट यू कीप इन योर माइंड. The ovaries contain 2 million or more oogonia, which becomes primary oocyte before 6 months of a female, when a female baby, or before female baby is born. That concept is again, it is really very important. What do you mean by menopause? What do you mean by menarche condition? That, and when it is going to occur. उसके बाद में यहाँ पे और एक चीज़ आपको ध्यान रखने वाली है. दैट इज़ नथिंग बट ए, what do you mean by cortex? What do you mean by medulla? आउटर लेयर को क्या बोलते हैं? दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज जर्मिनल एपिथेलियम. राइट. सो ये जो सारी चीज़ें हैं, ये आपको याद करनी है, बिकॉज दीज थिंग्स आर रियली वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर योर एग्जामिनेशन. सो